So I'm making this video right now, even though I feel like I shouldn't, because it may only, well, I think that's up to me, but I think this is a positive affirmation for something that I'm struggling with. So it's from therapy. I'm supposed to repeat it to myself, once in the morning, once at night, or whatever. And it's to address my struggle in regard to hypergraphia, or my intense compulsion to write. And if it's not coming out in writing, it's coming out in video, and making a video. And I ended up finding out there's a correlation there, and it still has to do with the right temporal lobe or something like this, and also bipolar disorder. And I want my medication to work, because a lot of people that have bipolar disorder also struggle with what else I'm diagnosed with. PTSD and ADHD. So not necessarily PTSD, but comes with it. But more often than not, something like ADHD is possible, and that has to do with certain things I won't mention, that are both chemical, that are biological, neurological, and yeah. So neurological, chemical, neurochemistry, and neurology. I'm not a neurology expert, but neuroscientist, but I'm fairly randomly educated. I'm just going to say it that way. I'm about to post an 1.5-hour video where I'm talking about, I'm going to be frank, I'm talking about the poison in our food. I'm talking about the EPA, the FDA. I'm talking about America Party, and how it's pretty much just Elon Musk's endeavor, to create a new party, and everyone just forgot about that magically. I think he's trying to buy our election again. And here I've got my TV, it's still plugged in. I'm like fucking people are listening to me. Fact. On your phone, you've got things running in the background on your TV, You've got things running in the background. Well, I mean, I don't know if there's any apps running, when your TV's in hibernation mode, but it wouldn't surprise you one bit. But I'm going to read this positive affirmation, and the reason why I'm doing it is because I had two thoughts. I'm going to post what I want to consider one of my final videos for a while, because I think I'm going to break away from YouTube. I'm going to break away from social media again, and I've been trying to make some effort to do so, and that's what I've been trying to do. But these people aren't going to push me out. They're not going to just suppress me and censor me and push me out and get away with it, with a slap on the wrist. They're going to be remembered for it. They're going to go down on paper for it. And I'm encouraging the public to report social media platforms for treating you in any manner that they shouldn't be treating you, whether that means contacting the FTC or your state Department of Justice to file a consumer complaint. A complaint is a complaint. You file a complaint, they save your complaint, okay? And it adds up. And for the feds, it's supposed to go in a federal database, and you know, your state isn't going to say, well, your complaint isn't valid, we don't accept it, we reject it, you know. But I'm making sure that these people are watched for what they're doing, because I feel I have been impacted in a way, unethically, unlawfully, and I let it get the best of me. And people have sued a lot of these corrupt individuals. And I'm thinking of a case in particular where a woman sued Elon Musk, and it took like 10 years before she won. And what I was thinking is, I'm not letting that fucker have 10 years of my life. No, I'm going to add to the reports that he has. And as long as I continue to have problems with him, he's just getting reported. I'm going to cause him problems as long as he's causing me problems, period. And it's going to stack up. It's going to do the same thing as an inevitable lawsuit, whether I do it or a class of people do it. When you've got somebody who has given too much power, who has given too much authority, who has given too much privilege, sometimes that's the way they need to be handled. You know, don't surrender your life. Don't give yourself a heart attack. Don't put yourself through the stress or give yourself gray hairs. I've given away 1.5 years of my life. I've decided I'm done. I'm not giving anymore. But I'm also decided I'm going to make a way. You know what a scientist does to solve a problem that seems unsolvable? They make a way to solve it. And that's what I've done here. I've made a way to solve it. How? I've done my research, and I'm going to continue to do research, and I'm going to continue to know my rights. I'm going to continue to know how this government functions, how my rights, how my Constitution functions. I'm going to know more and more about law. And as it pertains to anybody who has violated me, if I can handle it quickly or in a local courtroom, that's what I'm going to do. For instance, that's what's happening to this hospital near me, and that's what's going to happen to my school. If they don't want to resolve the situation. So the hospital will be probably the most complicated. The school, not so much. The school, well, actually, probably both of them might be might be easier. In fact, I may get a settlement out of both of them, but for the school, I'm going to ask that they cover my federal aid. With interest, probably, if it can be done, so I can enter into another term. Books paid, credits and all, cash up front, whatever. And as it pertains to these social media platforms, I've just woke up today, and the post, that hour-and-a-half video, is my thought process about health lately, and I'm just going to pursue it. And because I feel like garbage lately, and I realize that these people are the problem in society, you know, and it's not just them, it does start within, you know, it does start addressing your own issues. And I've realized I can't keep doing this to myself. I need to get out there in the world, and I want to go meet people. I want to go make some friends now. I want to go date a woman. That's what I want to do. I am 38 years old. I'm going to be 39 in 2 months. Screw that, man. Screw that. I'm going to go find me a date, okay? I'm going to go get a girlfriend. Okay, not like I can go just snatch one up off the street or whatever, or buy one, but I'm going to try to better my life so that I can get there. Because right now, life fucking sucks. being alone. Socially, mentally, it's fucking exhausting. And we're just not meant to be that way. And these people are creating a toxic environment, and they need to be held accountable. And that's not going to be done until we, the people, and people like me, hold them accountable. It's got to be done. It's got to be done. They need to be put on paper. If you're tired of it, get them put on paper. YouTube, X Corporation, all of them. FDA, FTC, or even the FTC. Yeah, meant to say EPA though, but to be clear, I have reason to believe the FTC is not acting within enforcement guidelines. I believe that they're acting against the interests of the people. So I'm going to read to you the affirmation that I have going on, and even if like this stays at like 0 views, it's just proof. It's just an example of what everything I'm saying, of the fact that everything that I'm saying is true. This corporation, they don't care about you. They don't care about me. I'm not going to go on living my life acting like they do. You are a number. You are a product for them. You are revenue, period. They do not care about you. They do not care about me. If my words are against the political interest of a corrupt regime, they're going to abuse me. That goes for any small creator here that didn't end up having a large following before they started doing it, and that's what happened to me. That's how I got stuck this way. So I want you to pay attention to how this view count may stay stuck at 0. And I'm going to go report it too. I'm going to go report, finalize reporting everybody I have an issue with right now. And that includes walking my happy ass to the damn courthouse and filing a civil suit against whomever I need. Since a certain complaint didn't go well, and I will file a complaint with the school, and if they do not address the matter, I'm taking them to court. So I'll be taking the school and the hospital to court, and as it pertains to these corporations, I'm making sure they stay on paper. I'm a problem for them. Not just me, they're on record now, and I'm going to make sure that I keep reminding everybody in Congress and in the committees and in this government that they haven't been dealt with. Hello, hello, hello. Ring, 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 ring. Senator, representative, ethics committees, FTC. Hey, what's going on? Hey, have you dealt with these people yet? I'm going to annoy the shit out of them. I'm going to ring the bell, okay? I'm going to contact the EFF. I'm going to take one little step at a time until Congress realizes that these people are a problem. So here's that affirmation. And I'm not going to let it get to me. So I told myself that if I read it, and if I read it on camera, and if it just stays at 0 views, it's going to teach myself that oh, it doesn't matter that this, because this is something that should matter to me. You know, it's therapy. So it's something I should keep personal, and that it should only matter to me, right? And then if I see that, it will teach my brain, you know, oh no, it has no value. But I'm prepared for that, and I'm thinking that that's probably what's going to happen to me, and I may view it as a personal attack, but I'm not going to let it deflate the value of what this means to me, because it's about committing and accepting kind of the way things are, but retaining the value for yourself. So I sat and told myself, okay, you have to make this matter for you. You know, this has to be valuable for you, and just keep on going and just forget about it. And I'm going to let it be a standing example for whomever investigates this corporation, period. So I see you. This is affirmation for the hypergraphy part. I see you, writer part. You've worked so hard to help me make sense of the world, to capture every thought, to protect me from chaos. I honor your creativity, your urgency, your voice. I'm learning to listen to you with kindness and curiosity, not fear. Together we can find new ways to express, to rest, and to feel safe. You are not alone anymore. I am here with you. acting with compassion. And that's what's going on. It isn't just a compulsion to write. And it isn't necessarily I'm looking for it is looking for acknowledgement and affirmation or confirmation, but it needs to come internally. And I am simply showing what these corporations are doing to people to abuse their minds through their technology. And it's not okay.